don't in the least mind oiling your bats for you. I don't mind whitening your boots for you when you want to be a special swell at Lord's. I don't mind running errands for you, fetching and carrying for you as if I were your fag all over again. I said I don't mind. And I don't. Not in the least. But what I do mind is that you won't let me do anything more useful. When we go burgling, it's you who decides everything and who does everything. I'm just the plumber's mate. I hand you your tools and I go back for anything you've forgotten. Except you're so clever you haven't forgotten anything. I don't have to go back.
Go back where, Bunny?
Didn't you hear what I was saying?
I thought you were talking to yourself. It wasn't polite to listen.
I was talking to you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was it interesting?
I was saying you have no reason to split everything you make down the middle and give me half.
But you eat as much as I do, you drink as much as I do, you smoke as many Sullivans as I do.
But I don't do as much of the work as you do.
Ah.
That's my point.
The work. Burgling.
Yes.
You want to do more of the burgling?
Yes.
It's a very skilled job, cracking cribs. I happen to be good at it from a kind of natural cunning, as I happen to be good at spinning a cricket ball. Inborn talent, I suppose.
I don't insist on cracking cribs, but if I'm to get half of the proceeds, I do insist on earning it, one way or another.
By the exercise of your natural talents?
Yes, if I have any.
Well, you have at least one great talent, Bunny.
What's that?
For looking innocent. The whole of Scotland Yard could stare at you as closely as they liked.
God forbid.
And every man jack of them would be deeply ashamed of himself for having even suspected you.
Oh.
And because you're innocent, I, your friend, I'm innocent too.
I'm sorry. But my innocent looks do not entitle me to half of the proceeds.
You're going to make an argument of it?
Yes. I have no business to claim equal rights with you in anything, but neither have I any business to take equal shares.
Poor Bunny. Does it make you feel guilty?
Yes. Apart from...
Well, I mean, apart from normal feelings of guilt.
Terribly guilty. And undeserving.
You poor chap.
Yes.
We must make it up to immediately.
I'd be obliged.
Well, anyway, as soon as possible.
Right.
There's only one thing.
What?
I mean, if I find enough places to burgle and things to steal, and I'm the expert at actually cracking the crib in question, and I'm the one who knows the fences, who will give us the money for whatever it is we manage to steal in the way of jewelry and silver and such like, what's left for you to specialize in?
I could draw plans.
What?
I said I could draw plans. I used to be good at drawing.
I'm sure you were. Plans of what?
Plans of the houses you were going to burgle. Oh, it's all right. There's nobody else here. I've looked.
In this state...
You like working things out on plans?
Which houses do you know well enough to draw plans of?
Well?
I mean plans showing details, like the window fastenings and bolts on doors.
None, I suppose, apart from my own flat.
When you want me to burgle your place, Bunny, say the word.
Yes, I will.
Will what?
What you said. I will.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Lovely morning.
Good morning, Bunny.
Good morning, Raffles, and the top of the morning to you. There.
Yes, there.
I've done it.
Yes. What is it?
I'm useful.
I'm sure you are. It is actually...
A plan of my place, the place I used to live in the country, showing all the details you could possibly ask for.
Why should I ask them?
To burgle it, of course.
Why should I want to do that?
Because you're a burglar.
A burglar, Bunny, not a thief. At least, not a thief who steals anything and everything out of habit whenever the opportunity presents itself. That is a vice and a crime and deserves to be punished. I, on the other hand, steal in order to remain virtuous, to pay my bills, a respectable member of society. I admit there are times when I am tempted by a particular object, a necklace, a tiara, or by the difficulty of a particular task, the risk, the challenge. Then perhaps I go a-burgling. But I really don't think that entitles you to call me a burglar as if I were Bill Sykes and wore a striped jersey and carried a bag over my shoulder marked swag.
I thought the plans would interest you.
Indeed they do, yes.
I know every inch of this house blindfold.
Well, nobody's going to blindfold you, Bunny.
And all I mean is I could lead you through the house. I know every room in it.
Well, of course you do. You lived there.
It's the most marvelous opportunity.
It's not a challenge.
And we're not hard up.
Well, not at the moment.
And there's no particular object to tempt you.
None that I know of. Might there be one?
They're stinking rich, the Osborns, the people who bought the house who live in it now.
Oh, yes. What kind of rich?
Made their money in South American railways.
Ah, yes.
They run hundreds of horses. They hunt all winter, then point to point at the end of the season, and then polo all summer long. Never off the back of one horse or another. And I think they wear pink for dinner every blessed night of their lives.
Not really your style.
Nor yours. You don't know one end of a horse from another.
Even if I did, I wouldn't know which end to aim at.
If the Osborns heard you say that, they'd have you hanged for treason.
Yes. I know the kind. What are they like apart from that?
He's a huge, beefy, red-faced fellow. Eats like a horse and drinks like one. His wife doesn't eat like a horse, but she looks like one. And there's a son, an ordinary sort of chap, a bit like me.
You missed the important point, Bunny. What does the wife wear?
Oh, clothes like a normal person.
No, you ninny. What's she wear on her neck?
Oh. Necklaces, and so on.
What sort of necklaces?
Are you going to that thing of Gwendolyn's?
Yes, what? Are you?
Might, I don't know. She's a dear friend, but she's rather a bore.
Adele has asked me to go to protect her from boredom. What sort of necklaces?
Oh, diamonds, that sort of thing.
That sort of thing?
Yes, you know, big as pigeons' eggs. Her husband's so rich she can afford it.
I prefer the cultivated variety. The wild variety is so very wild.
Cover her face, mine eyes dazzle.
What's dazzling, though?
Well, she didn't die young, but it might not be a bad idea to cover her face at that so there's nothing to distract one from the diamonds.
Oh, that.
The most spectacular necklace I've ever clapped eyes on.
Yes, it is rather fine.
To put it mildly.
It is on another woman. Of course I put it mildly.
Do you have a high regard for the truth? In spite of being a woman, admit the necklace is extraordinary.
Mr. Raffles, you are here to flirt with me, not to admire other people's jewelry.
Shall I say, then, her diamonds are as bright as your eyes?
It is better, but not perfect. It still contains a reference to her.
Lady Adler, your eyes are brighter than any diamonds. Will that do?
That will do nicely. But now you must keep it up.
Before I launch into an endless stream of compliments, may I ask one question?
Of course.
Can you tell me the name of the lady whose face lies immediately to the north of the necklace?
It is a pleasure to tell you.
I'm glad.
I do not know.
Oh.
And now you may begin the endless stream of compliments.
I compared your eyes to diamonds because there, and the comparison, they're ready to hand. If you would care to come onto the balcony.
What then?
I shall compare them to the stars, which also lie ready to hand.
Hello, Adler. How are you? Hello, Raffles.
Excuse us, Bunny. We are just going out onto the balcony.
Yes, of course. I was just saying hello.
And goodbye.
I say, Raffles.
Goodbye, Bunny.
Did you see that woman's necklace? Isn't it marvelous?
Yes,
That's
indeed.
Mrs. Osborn, the lady I was telling you about who lives in our old home.
Perhaps the rose arbor. You deliberately got her invited, so I should see that necklace and be tempted by it.
I thought it was rather a good idea.
Did you?
It does get monotonous, you being the clever one.
So you thought you'd try it?
Yes.
And you're very pleased with the result?
Well, it did what I wanted.
Tempted me?
Yes.
Satan!
It's not that I want you to be a burglar, Raffles. It's just if you are a burglar, for whatever reason, then I want to help you. Really help you. I want to do my share.
Understood. And so you shall.
Do you mean it?
I'll take charge of getting down to... What's the place called?
Pinfield Park.
I shall take charge of getting down to Pinfield Park.
It's on the London and Brighton from Victoria, about 40 miles.
And when we're in sight of the house, you take command.
From then on?
From that moment on.
You'll bring your tools with you, of course.
But I shall use them only under your control and direction.
By Jove!
It's a big responsibility, Bunny.
Yes. Oh, my word.
We have to decide what night to go on.
Yes.
It would help us to know their plans. We don't want to go on a night when Mrs. Osborne is wearing the necklace in London.
I've found that out already. The best night?
What?
Friday week.
I don't much like a Friday, Bunny. Has it got to be one?
I went down there yesterday for the day. My friends told me Friday week is the night they give their dinner for the hunt.
Well, if it's a dinner party, she won't leave her jewels upstairs. She'll be wearing them, my boy.
Not all of them. She's far too many for that.
How's she know?
She may wear her rope of pearls.
I should have said so.
And, of course, a ring or two, or three.
Exactly, Bunny.
But it isn't an ordinary dinner party. I gather Mrs. Osborne is generally the only woman there. Now, no woman is going to clap on all sailing jewels for a room full of drunken fox hunters.
True enough.
And certainly not her diamond necklace and her diamond tiara.
To them.
And may they find a happy haven in our hands.
What's the station called?
Pinfield. About a mile from the house.
Is there another one near it?
Another one a couple of miles further on.
Sorry, Bunny, you better go to that one.
Oh, why?
Well, you've got old friends down there. There's a slight risk you might be recognized.
Well, it's quite a walk from Perring Hall.
You could do it blindfold, Bunny.
Well, yes.
No, it's best that we go independently and meet somewhere near the house.
Well, I think...
And from that moment on, you are in charge. I am in your hands. Don't holler, Bunny. It's only me.
Yes, I knew it was you. It's just that you made me jump.
Well, stop jumping and keep walking.
It's not far along here. That's it.
Inside of the house.
Pinfield Park.
From this moment on, Bunny,
Raffles, do you think...
it is not my business to think. You are in charge, Bunny, and I am in your hands.
Right. Follow me. They're having dinner.
Let's have a look at them. I beg your pardon. You must say what we shall do.
Well, let's have a look at them.
Good. I hoped you'd say that. After you.
No, I don't go up to London with her carts down the bloody bridge. I only go up to London to get my hair cut. And that's only twice a year these days.
That's old Osborne.
Yeah, I always prefer to measure my man.
It's quite a bit of him to measure.
Not a man to give short weight. You mean to say they actually have a horse that can carry?
I say, Peter, Hawks here wants to challenge you to a race.
Oh, what?
A ride up to London, a haircut, and back again.
Oh, that'll be a dead cert for me. I'll save half an hour on the haircut.
No! He wants to start even, with your hair of equal length.
What? No length at all?
Yes.
Who's that, the son of the house?
Yes, George.
Why isn't he wearing pink?
Fancies himself as the odd man out, I suppose.
Ah, these young dandies. By God, Buddy, you're right about his mother. A rope of pearls and a handful of rings, that's all. And quite enough, too. The rest is obviously upstairs in her not-so-safe. Shall we go and see?
If you like.
I beg your pardon, I meant to command that we shall go and see.
Yes.
I obey, O master.
Listen to this. Beatrice, quiet. Now, you all know that dreadful fellow Wilkinson? Well, he had the cheek to come up to me the other day. I was riding Lancelot, and I'd just had his tail bobbed. And this fellow Wilkinson comes up to me and says something about his tail looking like a shaving brush. I said tail like a shaving brush. Well, you ought to know. It's the only bit of him you'll see when hounds are running.
This is one of the back ways in. It leads straight to the back stairs. Now, if you could open it, we'd be up in the bedroom in a flash.
Am I to use my tools?
Yes.
First rule of burglary. Never break in unless you have to.
Lucky?
Yes. Not have to count as a burglary. Still, it would be foolish not to take advantage of it. Let's go up to the bedrooms. I mean, shall we?
Yes.
Oh, may I not command and suggest that we put on our masks at this point? We did agree. Masks.
Yes, right.
Since your face is known in the neighborhood, and mine is not entirely unknown to the readers of newspapers.
Yes, right. Yes, I remember.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ready.
After you.
Best bedroom through here, just the other side of the swing door. We'll be there in a tick. What the?
Not a swing door.
But it
Doesn't swing.
always did in my day.
Perhaps you should try it blindfold.
Damn the thing.
May I have a look?
Do.
Locked on the other side, and there's a bolt.
Blast!
Any way around it?
No.
What do we do? Shall I have a go with my tool?
Yes, would you?
Perhaps you'd,
Yes.
This will take a minute.
My Osborne had to go and put a lock on the door. We never had one.
Perhaps you didn't have diamond necklaces. Okay. Now this makes a noise, but it makes less noise than the journey. I hope no one hears.
I'm sorry about this, Raffles.
No. The great thing about the burglar's life is that you come up against the unexpected so often. You start to expect it. God.
In the lock.
I hope so. We're in luck.
This way. I leave it to you to unearth the jewels.
Turn up the gas. What's that? Dressing room.
Yes, or it was.
20 to 1. That's the place. Look.
What?
A bathroom boat. And there's no bath in the room. Why didn't you tell me, Bunny?
I didn't know.
A boat like that speaks volumes. It's worthy of a strong room. Bunny, what if this is their strong room, and what if that is their safe? Antique, but with a very modern lock on it. It's a pity to damage it, but we've no choice. Eureka! Go and see if I've roused anybody, Bunny. I don't want to be interrupted in the middle of my gloating. Go on, just have a quick look round, just to make sure.
Raffles! What? They're coming up the stairs, all of them. They're spotted us.
Shove those in your pockets. There's no time to look at them. Come on. Which way?
There's only one way, the way we came.
Hold on. I'll lock the door. What's up? My hands held. Up. They've got me tight. Well, it's no good. I'm done.
You got your revolver?
Yes, in my pocket.
Blaze away through the door.
No, no, no.
Well, let me.
No, no, you might hit someone.
Well, what are you going to do?
I'm done. You can have what you can, never mind me.
I'm not going without you.
Good pal.
Yes.
Here, it's in my pocket.
Revolver?
No, oil bottle. I used it with my tools. With a brace and bit.
What do you want me to do?
Come round here. Get the coat up on the cuff. That's it. Now run the oil. Down my arm. To the wrist. Yes, more. Go on. That's it. That's it.
Damn it! He's slipping. Neil!
Get round the other way, some of you.
Why don't you come and give me a hand? He's slipping.
Yes.
Grab his fingers.
What's this mess on that? Oil?
Hold tight, hold tight.
He's too slippery. Can't get a grip.
Damn it! Drop the key!
near thing.
Oh, it's too close for comfort. Oh. Well, don't think I'll be doing any slow burning for a week or two.
Don't say they damaged your spinning finger.
Not permanently, but yes, they have.
The brutes.
It was when I wrenched my hand away. It's lucky I did, though. Haven't got a cricket team in Wormwood Scrubs. Strike a light, will you, buddy? Let's have a look where we are.
Oh, I must have left this here a dozen years ago. Old Osborne never comes up here, I suppose. His son's too old. But this was my sanctum sanctorum when I was a boy.
Was it?
I spoke my first pipe here, and I wrote my first verses here.
To whom?
The rector's daughter. She was called Phillida.
Did she flout you?
Yes.
Well, they seem to have given up all hope of getting in from underneath. Very sensibly, too. They hadn't got an earthly. So they're probably going to try another way. What other ways are there? Oh, come on, buddy. The whole reason for our coming here was you know the place backwards.
Yes, I do. I was just working it out.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be sharp with you. It's just that I am blessed if I can see how we are going to get out.
The roof.
And what good is the roof to me?
No, it's the only other way they can get at you, through that little door over there and across the roof.
Ah. Buddy?
Yes?
Thank you. What are we going to do? Well, I ask because you are in charge. We agreed you are in charge, and I just do what you tell me to. So, I'm waiting to be told. Bunny?
Yes?
I am still waiting to be told. You must decide, what are we going to do?
Would you mind taking the command, Raffles?
Now?
Now and always.
Do you mean it?
I was a fool ever to think I could do it. The whole mess is my fault. I was a blithering idiot to leave you up here.
So I'm in charge again.
Yes, please.
And our motto is victory or Wormwood Scrubs.
Here, here.
I wish I had some Scotch whiskey to drink a toast.
Raffles, there's someone coming out to that little door. It's old Osborne.
Is it? By Jove. Get that window open, buddy. There. That's given him something to think about.
You didn't hit him?
No, of course I didn't. I just damaged his slates, near enough to give him a bit of a scare, that's all.
Oh, good man.
Of course. Nobody will believe I didn't mean to hit him. And it'll stick 10 years on the sentence if we get caught. Yeah, it doesn't matter. If it gives us 5 minutes now while they hold a council of war and decide what to do. That is a lightning conductor.
Yes.
Lightning conductors have wires that lead down to the earth, which is where we want to be.
What?
Huh? Well, they sometimes bear you. The difficulty is to keep your grip. Well, I've been up and down them before tonight. And anyway, it's our only chance.
You're going to go down the wire?
Yes, and you are going to come down after me, if I get down safely.
And if you don't, supposing it comes away from the chimney?
Then I shall get down a lot faster than I intended, and you will have to stay here and face the music without me.
Now, supposing it breaks?
Supposing it doesn't.
Raffles!
Don't say be careful. Just say good luck.
Good luck.
Give me 2 minutes, then you come after me. I don't think it will bear both of us together. Right. Victory. Or Wormwood Scrubs. Or I suppose, heaven or hell. Neck's all right?
Well, I think so.
Oh, God. Well, I hope for the husband's sake there's no lightning tonight.
Oh, it came down.
Yes. Yes, and so did you.
I wondered what happened.
You broke the record. Nearly broke your neck. Are you all right for running?
Yes.
Splendid. Good chap. Come on, then. On your feet. Come on. There's a good fellow. Here's your hat. All right? Come on.
I say, you up there, can you hear me? Well, of course you can. Now, listen. You can't get away from there, you know. It's just not possible. Well, now, you've given us a damn good run and we've all thoroughly enjoyed it. But now it's time for the kill.
I say, Peter.
I don't mean that kill. I mean it's time to stop mucking about. Now, I've got a shotgun down here, so don't try any monkey business. And I know you've got my wife's tiara and her diamond necklace, but you won't get away with them. So just you come down, do you hear? You come down straight away. Perhaps they've gone out on the roof.
Let's go and see.
Right. We're coming up. Stand aside. Oh! Oh, blimey. Well, there's no one here. The window's open. Must be out on the roof.
They've got a home.
Oh, we'll get them all right.
I say, Peter.
Well, I'm blowed.
Where are we now?
The lake.
Obviously.
My father had it dug when we first came here. I learned to row on it. Wonder if they've still got... No. Mr. Osborne may be a horsey man, but I doubt if he's a boaty man.
There's a punt, though.
For the ladies, perhaps.
For us. Come on, Bunny. Jump in. Now then, let's see if I can remember how we used to do it on the backs.
From the front?
My dear Bunny, you don't suppose I was at Oxford where they do everything from the wrong end, do you? I should think.
The village bob is a couple of miles away.
Oh, he won't be good enough for them. They'll want a detective, no less.
Why?
Well, considering the importance of Mr. Osborne and of what's been stolen, diamonds are no joke, Bunny.
No, I suppose not.
Oh, the fun's only just starting in the stables. In another minute, there'll be a terrible hullabaloo. They'll be turning out their hunters for the last run of the season.
We mustn't give them one, Raffles.
No, of course we mustn't. That means stopping where we are.
We can't do that.
We can and will.
We're only a few hundred yards from the house.
The last place they'll look. What do you think old Osborne and his many men will do? They'll chase along every road and lane from here on the assumption that we are running away and all they have to do is go faster than us. What do you think the police will do? They will send a man to every railway station within 10 miles and then methodically draw every cover within the radius.
Including this?
Well, they may think of this when all else fails. It's not to be supposed we're escaping by water. Anyway, no one's been here since you were born.
I'd feel safer if we're much further away.
The very closeness is our safety.
I wish I thought so.
Well, whether you think so or not, just remember, I am in command and you do as I tell you.
Yes, all right, Raffles. I remember. How long are we going to stay here, Raffles?
Well, at least until the uproar dies down.
Raffles?
Yeah.
There isn't any uproar.
No. Strange.
Very.
Just one man going for the police. The rest of the hunt not turning out at all. I don't understand it. I'm disappointed in old Osborne. I thought he was more of a sportsman than that.
Yes.
I'm going back to see what's happened.
Raffles.
What?
Don't get spotted. You haven't got your mask.
I won't get my hand trapped in any doors either. Give us a shovel. Come on.
I'm afraid Here you are! The bloody fool's left him behind. What do you think of that, eh? Skedaddled off across the room, God knows how, and didn't even take what they came for. Well, here you are then. This calls for a celebration on behalf of the insurance company. Give me a brandy, Wilkins. And you, my dear, you better put those things on and show us what you very nearly lost.
Shall I?
Tracy's gone off for the police, but I don't think we need bother about the burglars any more than that. They gave us a damn good run, and they must have performed some miracle to get off that roof. Oh, they deserve to get away with it. They're good fellas. Hey, drink to them. To the burglars! To the burglars! God bless them.
There.
And to you, my dear.
This is
What's the matter, buddy? Don't you recognize me now? I've gone all horsey. I've got some things for you. You've been back in the house? I had to. We never got back to London dressed as we were. Lord Osborne isn't exactly my size. I'm hoping it won't show over the evening dress. This stuff is the son's. I trust it's a better fit.
You've been in their bedrooms?
Yes. The liquor they'd taken certainly made them sleep soundly. I think I could have fired my revolver in there without waking them. Heaven knows how old Osborne manages to sleep through his own snoring. Come on, come on. Off with your plate and letters. Give us your topper, too. I'll fill him with stones and chuck him in the lake. Right. Right then. Here's your boots. And your bowler. And we mustn't let the grass grow under them if we're going to get to the station for that early train.
Yes, sir.
Two.
Two what, sir?
What do we want, Charlie?
Tickets.
Oh, yes, that's right. 2 tickets, please.
Where to, sir?
London, and back again. We'll go back to the wife for now.
Coming back today, sir?
Go sooner if I can. Hate the place. Hate it. In fact, I only go there when necessity dictates. If I had my way, you know, I'd never go...
Good morning, gentlemen.
Oh, good. Thank you very much. Good morning, officer. Good morning, officer. Are you going up to London too?
No, sir.
There you are, I see. Just like me. Good fellow. Can't stand the place either. Hates it. Would you like a drink, officer?
No, thank you, sir.
Charlie, give the officer a pour on that flask of yours. What? If there's anything left in it.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm not allowed to drink on duty.
What? Oh, nonsense. Absolute nonsense. You have a drink any time. It's very, very good for you. Helps keeps it out, keeps out the cold. Duty. What duty on this time of the morning?
I'm looking for 2 burglars, sir.
Burglars? Here in Sussex? I don't believe it.
It's true, sir.
Nah, no, Burle's in London, I believe that. Rotten place. Rotten people, but Sussex? No, you won't convince me of that. No, sir. Sussex people are very good people. Not burglars.
That's nice of you to say so, sir.
Absolutely, definitely not burglars.
Well, perhaps these are London people, sir.
Yes, perhaps so. Well, yes, I'd say that's very likely indeed.
Keep an eye on your friend, will you, sir? I think he's had a bit more than is good for him. See, he comes to no harm.
Right.
What was that copper whispering to you about?
He wanted me to see you came to no harm.
And so you shall, Bunny. And so you shall. And the first thing we shall do to make perfectly sure we come to no harm is get off the train at
Victoria.
Clapham Junction. And there we'll take a cab to?
The Albany, I hope. I'm longing for a glass of your Scotch whiskey.
We shall take a cab to Chelsea, a second to Whitehall, and a third to the Albany. I'm like you, Bunny. I never feel safe until I'm home again. But I believe in confusing my trail until I get there. Never mind. You shall have your glass of Scotch whiskey in your hand soon enough. Blessings on all lightning conductors. May they always convey us, as well as lightning, safely to Earth.
Amen.
Right. Let's see. I got 2 jewel cases, and I gave you 2, didn't I?
Yes.
Let's start with my 2. Unfortunately, there's nothing in them. Mrs. Osborne must have been wearing the contents, the rope of pearls around her neck and the rings on her fingers. I just picked up 2 empty cases. I looked into them while I was waiting for the Osbornes to go back to sleep. So I know already that I have nothing to show for the night. But what about you? How about your cases?
Unfortunately, I'm in the same unlucky state. These are empty too.
What? But they can't be.
I'm afraid they are.
You've looked in them?
While I was waiting to risk my life on the lightning conductor.
Let me see for myself.
As you like.
By Jove, what a sell.
Yes.
What an absolute Swiss.
Yes.
We put in all that effort for exactly nothing, or more precisely, for 4 jewel cases with exactly nothing in them.
Yeah, that's so.
But this must have held that magnificent necklace.
Very likely.
And this one obviously was made for the tiara.
I dare say.
She wasn't wearing either one of them. We saw that when we looked through the window. Where could they have been?
I'll have to tell you, Raffles. I meant you never to know, but it's easier than going on telling you lies. The things were in the cases, all right. I left them behind in the tower.
Why, Bunny?
It's difficult to explain. You may think me a sentimental idiot. But the whole thing came over me at the last moment when you'd gone down the wire and it was my turn to go.
What came over you, Bunny?
The conviction that I was going to die. Falling off the roof of my old home.
Was I dead already?
You were, I don't know, yes, probably dead. But I was certain that I was going to break my neck. And I couldn't bear the frightful thought that I would be found there on the ground with those things in my pocket. A thief at the place I used to live. It was unbearable. It was sacrilege.
You always wear a bad lie, Bunny.
You're hopeless.
Would you think me one if I told you that I can understand what you felt and what you did? As a matter of fact, I've understood for several hours now.
What I felt, Raffles?
And what you did. I guessed it in the boathouse. You were in such a mood of just wanting to get away from the place, whatever the cost. And Osborne and his merry men were so slow to follow us, they who'd been so keen on the chase. It seemed as if they'd found something to take the edge off their keenness. As if it really wasn't worthwhile. And I went back to the house and took another look through the lighted Venetians, and what do you think I saw?
No idea.
The whole lot of them, prematurely gloating over the recovery of these 2 pretty things. I went back into their bedroom, Bunny. The poor things obviously believe that lightning didn't strike twice in the same place. They'd simply left all their jewelry lying on the dressing table for anyone to take it. It seemed a shame not to, after all. We had risked life, limb, and liberty, and I had not your sentimental scruples. Why should I go empty away?
And you stole them a second time.
I took back what had once, however briefly, been mine.
I admit there's a logic in it and a kind of poetic justice.
If you want to hear the full story of my second visit to the Osbornes' bedroom, go home, get a fresh kit. Meet me at the Turkish baths in 20 minutes. I feel more than a little grubby after my night on the towers. We can have breakfast in the cooling gallery.
Done. There's just one thing, Raffles.
Yes.
I've been no use to you tonight, and worse than no use. I shall be delighted to have breakfast with you to celebrate your exploit, but I shall absolutely and definitely not take any share in tonight's proceeds, because I didn't earn any.
I agree with you. And I had already considered that very question, and came to the conclusion that your share of the loot should be the small stuff I picked up at the same time by way of a bonus. The rope of pearls and the rings. A fair price for the pleasure of your company.